Hi, my name is Marielle, and I wanted to do a video on a topic that's really important to me and to a lot of other people, and yet it's something that a lot of people don't quite understand. And that's what it means to be transgender. And I'm transgender, and I think a lot of us are just confused by it. I certainly didn't completely understand it before I started my transition. But we hear the media talk about a man trapped in a woman's body or a woman trapped in a man's body, and it's so much more than that. That's just very simple. I think a lot of us that are transgender, we struggle so much trying to figure out who we are, and it's really very hard to to sometimes come to that conclusion, especially for someone who's older. Um, I spent 5 years of 5 decades of my life living as male, and it got to the point where I decided it was just not working for me. And a lot of people say, well, why don't you just keep up doing what you're doing? It seems kind of weird to give up on it now. But I think what it is, it's kind of like being in a job that after a while, you just decide it's time to start something new. Or being in a relationship that after a while you realize it's not working for you. And that's what it was for me. It was very confusing to try to sort it all out. And I lived for 50 years as male, and to try to be who I want to be, it required something a lot more. A lot of people feel like it's a choice, and it really isn't a choice. And I know for a lot of parents of transgender children, they feel like they must have done something wrong. Maybe they didn't raise their kids right. Um, Maybe it was the wrong friends they hung around with, or the wrong school that they went to, or whatever it is. But it's much more internal to the person than that. And I just, after transitioning, I just feel like I'm finally me, whoever that is. And a lot of people have trouble with that me, but it feels so good. And I found a lot more people don't have trouble with me as me, and have commented that they're so glad I actually did transition because now they feel like they know me. And I think that's just something that's so powerful to me, anyways. And I think there's also a perception that trans people are weird. We're creepy. We're just normal people. I'm just a person who pays my taxes. I put gas in my car. I go to work every day, and I have family. I have friends. I go to church. It's just it's just who I am. It's just part of my life. It's nothing unusual, and it's really that simple. I think we really sometimes confuse. I know we confuse sex and gender. And when a child is born and the doctor says you have a baby boy or a baby girl, we kind of think that's the end of it. But we really don't know the person's gender. We know their sex, we know the body parts that they came with, but the person has to really find out what their gender is. And usually it matches their body, but not always. And for me that was the case. And I really struggled a long time trying to figure that out. As do many trans people. So I hope this is just a little snippet of something that a lot of people say they don't. I've never met a trans person. I don't know what a trans person's like. Well, I am a trans person, and I hope you feel like you've kind of met me. And I hope I can do some more videos on some interesting topics related to this because it's really important and I want people to understand. Thanks so much.